Hey guys, so today I'm filming my monthly makeup basket for June. I wanted to remind you that I do have a video sharing with you my tips on how to create and sustain a successful makeup basket. I will have that link down below. Make sure you check it out and just leave me a comment if you have any other questions about makeup baskets. So I am very excited about this month's items because this is going to be the first of the 3 months that I bust out my summer makeup items, and I'm really excited to be wearing some bright colors again. So I'm going to get started with the nail polishes. The first shade I have is from Wet n Wild Mega Last and Reject the Mainstream. This came out in their spring collection. It's what I'm wearing today, a really pretty lilac shade. This is definitely more of a spring color, but I hadn't gotten to wear it yet, so I wanted to wear it and test it out. Then I have 3 polishes from L'Oreal. The first shade is Acid Watermelon that came out in a collection maybe a year ago or so. I bought mine off of eBay, but it's a really nice light bright pink, which I'm excited about because I don't have very many pink polishes in my collection. The second shade I have is Hint of Lavender, which came out in L'Oreal's Spring 2015 collection. And the last shade I have is L'Oreal's Sweet Nectar that came out in their Spring 2015 collection as well. So now moving on to my complexion products for primers, I have 2. The first one is the NYX Angel Veil Primer, which is very similar to the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, and I'm all the way down to here, so I'm almost finished with this one, which is pretty exciting. And the other one I have is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer in the Pore Minimizing version. So I have this to fill in my pores, and I've also noticed that I have some forehead wrinkles, and my foundation has been sinking into them, which is so sad. So now I have to put this primer in those forehead wrinkles as well. So these are my primers to use this month. So for foundation, I have 2 different combos. I have one that I wear on my casual work days and when I'm filming, and then I have one on my more professional work days when I have meetings and whatnot. So first is a combination I wear on my casual work days and when I'm filming, and that is the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation in Porcelain and the Hard Candy Glamoflague Foundation in Porcelain. My foundation combo for my work meetings is the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation in Light 45 and the Hard Candy Glamoflague Foundation in Porcelain. So now moving on to concealer, I have quite a few. First, I have my NYX Dark Circle Corrector, which I am almost out of. Then I have the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the Brightener shade, which is the pink tone version. And then I also have the Maybelline Master Conceal in the shade Fair. And for my blemishes, I have MAC Pro Longwear in NC15. So for powder, I have this combo to set my under eyes, which is the Wet n Wild Fergie Mattifying Take on the Day powder and the MAC Shaping Powder in Emphasize. Then as a powder to set my entire face, I have the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder in the shade 100 Translucent. And as a powder to apply onto my neck to help everything blend better, we have the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation in the shade Nude. So now moving on to my cheek products for bronzer, I have the Bourjois Chocolate Bronzer in the shade 51, which looks like this. This is my most warm tone bronzer, so I can only wear that in the summertime. To contour, I have my Sleek Contour Kit in the shade Light. So then for blush, I have 4. 2 of them are drugstore and 2 are from MAC. So the first drugstore blush I have is Sonia Kashuk Melon, which is a beautiful matte melon shade, one of my holy grail blushes. And the other drugstore blush I have is from Essence. This came out in a Justin Bieber collection that was limited edition. This is in the shade Groupie at Heart, a beautiful, bright, hot, neon, warm pink. So for my 2 MAC blushes, the first one I have is Fleet Fast from the Hey Sailor collection, which I believe was the Summer 2012 collection, and this is a satin finish, and this is a nice deep peachy pink shade. I love the satin finishes from MAC. And the other one is brand new from their Wash and Dry collection, and this is in the shade Hipness, which is a frost finish, a really nice pink shade with a warm undertone. So I wanted to show you these 2 blushes compared to each other, and they are quite similar, but honestly they are different enough for me to have both of them. Lastly, for highlighter, I have my Estee Lauder Pure Color Illuminating Powder Gelée in the shade Heat Wave. So now moving on to eye products for primer, I have my Milani eyeshadow primer. And then moving right into my summer shadows, I don't have too many picked out. The first one is what I'm wearing today. This is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze. During the spring, I wore the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells trio like every other day basically, and I think this is going to be my go-to for the summertime. Next I have two bright shades from ColourPop. The first shade I have is Ibiza, which is a pearlized finish, a beautiful turquoise shade, which is so pretty. I cannot wait to wear that on my eyes. And the second shade I have is Animal, which is a pressed pigment. It's a really pretty coral with a intense gold shimmer throughout it. My next shadow is a Maybelline Ice Studio Plush Silk Quad in the shade Irresistibly Ivy. This was a discontinued shade, but I know that you can find it online still. I wore it a lot last summer, and I think I'm going to get some good use out of it again with these nice warm tones and this nice bright shade. I think that will create a really pretty look, and these Plush Silk Quads have really nice pigmentation. So I have one palette picked out to use this summer, and that would be the original Urban Decay Naked palette. I hardly ever use this palette except for in the summer, so I'm sure the shades I'll be reaching for most would be Naked, Buck, Half Baked Smog, and Dark Horse. So I have this pulled out to use this month and probably the rest of the summer. I don't have too many shades picked out for summer. So now moving on to eyeliner and mascara. For eyeliner I have three. I have my Maybelline Line Stiletto Liquid Liner. I have the Urban Decay 24/7 liner in the shade Whiskey, and I have the Rimmel Exaggerate eyeliner in the shade In the Nude. For mascaras I have three. First I have the MAC Zoom Fast Black Lash. I think I have 2 or 3 more uses left in there. Then I have the Clinique High Impact Mascara and the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. So now on to lip products. I have 6. I have 2 lipsticks, 2 jumbo lip crayons, and I have 2 lip glosses. So starting with the lipsticks, I have 2 MAC Sheen Supremes. These were both from limited edition collections, but I have still seen them at my CCO. The first shade I have is Playtime, which is a bright blue tone pink. The second shade is what I'm wearing today, and this is Pleasurefruit, which is a nice warm corally pink. So then I have my 2 jumbo lip crayons. They are both Revlon Colorburst Matte Balms, and the first one I have is the shade Showy, which is a nice, really bright blue tone pink. The next shade I have is Unapologetic, which is a really bright coral pink. For lip glosses, I have 2 of the NYX Intense Butter Glosses. I'm going to be doing a review on these this month, so I really wanted to test these out. And the first shade I have is Sorbet, which is a beautiful light peach shade. And the other color I have is Napoleon, which is a pink coral. So you can kind of see a trend throughout my colors of what I like in the summertime. On Tuesday, I will have my summer makeup must-have video, so make sure you will be staying tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have a monthly makeup basket, please leave it in a comment down below so I can go check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.